The trade war between China and the US has sent many investors running scared of risky and highly valued stocks. On the front line, among these are frothy technology stocks like Chinese tech giant Tencent, which is down about 40% since its peak in January. But within the tech space, one platoon of companies are particularly under fire: the chip makers. Companies like Samsung and Taiwan Semiconductor make the memory chips used in smartphones and other digital devices. The obvious concern is that trade tariffs will bump up their costs, but that is not the only threat to the so-called semiconductor stocks, and investors are starting to question whether the current share price dip is just a bump in the road or the start of something more sinister. So what's impacting semiconductors? The world's most valuable company shocked the market early in November when it said it would no longer report sales of its iPhones and other hardware. The news prompted analysts to question whether we have reached peak iPhone. If fewer people buy iPhones, demand for memory chips drops. Companies have already issued warnings. Earlier this year, Taiwan Semiconductor raised expectations of a slowdown in smartphone sales following years of rapid growth. Bitcoin has suffered a torrid time this year, losing about 2/3 of its value. The fall in the price is weakening demand from cryptocurrency miners, which is negative for semiconductor companies that provide the mining chips. Taiwan Semiconductor even warned that weakness in cryptocurrency mining demand would limit its revenue growth in the fourth quarter. The short-term outlook may point to reduced expectations, but for investors with a long-term horizon, there are still lots of reasons for optimism, as more and more objects and devices need semiconductors. Industrial machinery and cars increasingly use chips to automate processes and create slicker designs using robotics and artificial intelligence. And even the now traditional market of mobile phones may provide growth again when the next generation of mobile network, called 5G, spreads beyond a few cities around the world.